Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Authorities must work towards conservation of wildlife habitat. Islamabad authorities and government institutions must work towards conservation of the natural ecosystem and wildlife habitat in Margalla Hills National Park. This was pointed out by speakers during an event, Snapshot Wildlife Margalla Hills National Park. There is also a need to control incoming vehicles and visitors and strictly restrict change in land use within the boundaries of MNHP, they added. The event was organized by Development Communications Network DevCom Pakistan in collaboration with Mavida Pakistan and Pakistan Wildlife Foundation PWF. Islamabad Wildlife Management Board Chairperson Raina Saeed Khan was guest of honor on the occasion. The speakers included former Deputy Director General of WWF Pakistan and biodiversity expert Dr. Ijaz Ahmed, Executive Director DevCom Pakistan Munir Ahmed, former National Council of Conservation for Wildlife Dr. Umeed Khalid, Dr. Muhammad Rafi, and PWF Vice Chairman Safwan Shahab Ahmed. Wildlife photographer Abdul Hadi gave a pictorial presentation of the MHNP wildlife, while young conservationists Minahil Safwan Sana and Sharif Munir were also among the speakers. Ms. Khan said a Rs 1.8 billion PC1 has been submitted to the Ministry of Climate Change for approval, adding this funding will help strengthen IWMB. New initiatives include conservation of the zoo to a wildlife conservation center, development and maintenance of trails in the MHNP Wildlife Rescue Service, and establishment of a center for national park services, she said, adding IWMB was established under the instructions of Islamabad High Court in 2005, and since then it has been without sufficient funds and staff, but hopefully it will come up as a strong institution in the near future. Munir Ahmed said, undue human intervention in the national park is the result of failure of government authorities that could not ensure implementation of its legal framework. Mafias are ruling over the national park without any hesitation and hindrance. There is no check and control over the change of land use. Even the CDA has given blank check to many businesses to unduly expand and come up with eye-soaring construction of hotels, restaurants, and houses. Heavy street lights, massive traffic, and no system of sewage and solid waste management are the main challenges which are being ignored by the handcuffed government institution, he said. Dr. Ahmed said, we mainly focus on the hills while the Rawal Lake and Shakarpadiya should also be looked after. These areas are heavily encroached by government and private constructions. Their cultural centers attract a huge number of visitors, and the stress causes extinction of biodiversity and wildlife habitat. Umeed Khalid suggested a close collaboration between the Islamabad and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa governments for conservation of wildlife and biodiversity as mountain habitats in both regions are interlinked. Published in Dawn, December 28, 2020. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.